The Beetles. This team of Beetles was formed by three electromechanical technology students from Rutgers University: Joachim Robertschorks, Elizabeth Vaughan, and Gary Quinn. During a break-in at a warehouse, they discovered and stole high-tech equipment belonging to the Commission on Superhuman Activities, CSA, which included three distinct models, Mk1, Mk2, and Mk3, of the Beetle armor originally created and used by the Thunderbolt, Abe Jenkins. The students then used this advanced technology to embark on a short-lived criminal career. Initially, the team's purpose was simply to use their powerful stolen armors to commit crimes for their own benefit. However, their mission was forcibly changed after the passage of the Superhuman Registration Act. They were tracked down and apprehended by the Thunderbolts and taken to the Folding Castle, a government black site. There they were brainwashed and drafted into Operation Justice Like Lightning, a program designed to turn captured criminals into government-sanctioned agents. Their new purpose became serving the initiative by hunting and apprehending unregistered supervillains. The team consisted of the three college students who stole the original armors: Joachim Robertschorks, Elizabeth Vaughan, and Gary Quinn. Each piloted a different mark of the Beetle suit and showed a high degree of command over their complex cybernetic systems. During their time in government service, they were not their own masters. They were supervised and trained by the Thunderbolts and overseen by government officials Dallas Riordan and Henry Gyrich. To ensure their compliance, they and the other recruits were implanted with subdermal teleportation devices that would send them to a holding facility if they disobeyed orders. Beta Flight. Beta Flight was created by Canada's Department H as an integral part of its tiered superhuman development program. Department H organized its recruits into three levels. Gamma Flight was the entry-level training squad for new and raw talents. Alpha Flight was the nation's premier, frontline superhero team, and Beta Flight served as the crucial middle step. It was the official training and development team, composed of heroes who had graduated from Gamma Flight and were being prepared and evaluated for active duty on the main Alpha Flight roster. The primary purpose of Beta Flight is to function as a training ground and farm team for Alpha Flight. They undergo advanced training simulations, learn to work as a cohesive unit, and are closely monitored by Department H to determine if they have the skill, temperament, and stability to become primary national heroes. While their main focus is training, they also serve as a secondary response unit, tackling lower-level threats or providing essential backup for Alpha Flight during major national emergencies. By its very nature, Beta Flight's roster has been a revolving door of heroes on their way up or, in some cases, on their way out. The most famous and classic incarnation of the team, however, featured several members who would go on to become Alpha Flight legends. This lineup was often led by the powerful sorceress Talisman, Elizabeth Tuyingmen, the daughter of Alpha Flight's shaman. She was joined by Puck Eugene Judd, a diminutive bouncer with superhuman acrobatics and durability, who quickly proved he was main team material. Other key members of this era included the brilliant but troubled engineer Box, Roger Box, who controlled a versatile and powerful robot of the same name, and the amphibious alien hybrid Marina, who also served on both Beta and Alpha teams at different times. Beyond Corporation. The Beyond Corporation has a complex and cosmic origin. It was secretly created by the nigh-omnipotent beings known as the Beyonders as an instrument to conduct experiments on realities across the multiverse. The Earth 616 branch of this corporation established itself as a major player in superhuman asset management, using its access to cosmic funding and impossibly advanced technology. In its most prominent public move, the Beyond Corporation legally acquired the Spider-Man trademark and all associated intellectual property from Parker Industries, allowing them to create and fund their own officially sanctioned, corporately owned Spider-Man. Publicly, the Beyond Corporation's purpose is to privatize and perfect superheroics. They aim to create stable, predictable, and profitable superhuman assets, removing the chaotic element of independent vigilantism. Their sponsorship of a new Spider-Man was the ultimate expression of this goal, a hero who was accountable to a board of directors, equipped with the best technology, and backed by a full support team. However, the corporation's secret and true purpose is to serve its creators, the Beyonders, by using its resources to poke at reality, running dangerous cosmic-scale experiments to gather data for their unseen masters, with little to no regard for the consequences. The Earth 616 division of the corporation is managed by a ruthless board of directors, with its most visible and aggressive executive being Maxine Danger. She was responsible for the day-to-day operations of the Spider-Man project and the brutal enforcement of company policy. Their most famous employee and primary asset was Ben Reilly, the clone of Peter Parker, whom they hired to become their official Spider-Man, outfitting him with a high-tech new suit and support staff. To train him, Beyond also hired the veteran heroes Misty Knight and Colleen Wing. The corporation employs its own superhuman security force and a vast number of scientists working on its morally ambiguous and reality-threatening projects. Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 was formed as a direct result of a Japanese government initiative to create a state-sanctioned superhero team. A consortium of politicians and powerful business entities known as the JIRI identified a need for a team of super agents to protect Japan. They began recruiting individuals, starting with the brilliant 13-year-old prodigy Hiro Takachiho and the sometimes villain, sometimes hero Silver Samurai to serve as the team's field leader. With Japan's most famous hero, Sunfire, serving as an initial mentor, the team was established and based in the Cool World amusement park in Japan. The team's purpose is to serve as Japan's premier, government-sponsored superhero team. They are the nation's first line of defense against all superhuman threats, whether they be domestic supervillains, rampaging monsters, or mystical entities. They also function as national icons, representing Japan on the global superhuman stage and acting as official agents of the Emperor's will. The original comic book roster is led in the field by the veteran mutant Silver Samurai, who can generate a powerful tachyon field through his katana. The team's strategist and boy genius is Hiro Takachiho, who relies on his incredible intellect and advanced technology rather than a suit of armor. Hiro's greatest creation is Baymax, a powerful synthetic bodyguard who can transform from a gentle, humanoid form into a massive, dragon-like battle monster. The lineup also includes Honey Lemon, a secret agent who uses a mystical power purse to pull items from other dimensions. Go-Go Tamago, a hot-headed ex-convict who can transform her body into a high-speed explosive energy ball, and Wasabi no Ginger, a master chef and swordsman who can generate paralyzing blades of Kai energy from his hands. Black Apostles. The 12 individuals who became the Black Apostles were originally peaceful monks living in the hidden Himalayan monastery of Dakoth-Kuru. Their lives were forever changed when they were discovered by the villain known as the Black Abbot, a being with immense psionic and mystical power. The abbot used his formidable mental abilities to completely dominate the monks' minds, erasing their wills and turning them into his loyal, mind-controlled servants. Under the Black Abbot's complete mental control, the apostles' purpose was to serve as his proxies and extensions of his will throughout the world. They were dispatched globally, with each one pretending to be the true Black Abbot. This deception allowed the real abbot to spread his influence, gather mystical power, and carry out his schemes from multiple locations at once, all while he remained safely hidden within his remote sanctuary. The group's undisputed master, leader, and the source of their power is the powerful psionic villain, the Black Abbot. The apostles themselves are the 12 unnamed former monks of Dakoth-Kuru. Their individual personalities and identities were completely subsumed by their master's will, leaving them to function as a hive-minded collective that existed only to carry out his commands without question. Black Bunny Brigade. The Black Bunny Brigade is a formidable group of anthropomorphic, spacefaring mercenary rabbits native to the Keystone Quadrant. The brigade was founded and is commanded by the cunning and experienced operative, Blackjack O'Hare. Their story begins when they were contracted by the villainous intergalactic industrialist, Judson Jakes, to serve as his personal enforcers and agents for sensitive operations. Initially, the brigade's purpose was to serve as hired guns for Judson Jakes. In this capacity, they were tasked with dirty work, such as kidnapping Rocket Raccoon's friend, the Otter Lilla, and stealing the cosmically significant Gideon's Bible, which placed them in direct opposition to Rocket. However, their purpose later shifted. Under Blackjack O'Hare's pragmatic command, the brigade would occasionally switch allegiances and assist Rocket Raccoon, transforming them from straightforward villains into unpredictable, opportunistic allies. The entire brigade is commanded by its founder and leader, the clever rabbit mercenary Blackjack O'Hare. The rest of the group consists of his loyal crew of unnamed rabbit soldiers, who follow his orders without question. Their narrative is defined by their relationship with their first major employer, the villainous toad Judson Jakes, and their primary adversary turned occasional ally, the guardian of the galaxy Rocket Raccoon. Rocket's companion Lilla is also a key figure in their history, as her kidnapping was one of the brigade's first and most significant missions. Black Choppers. The Black Choppers are a mysterious motorcycle gang comprised entirely of space aliens. They operate on Earth as the agents of a secret, conspiratorial organization, whose symbol is an all-seeing eye at the top of a pyramid. They came to prominence when their organization joined a massive coalition with several other terrorist and criminal groups, including factions of AIM and Hydra, to form a superorganization known as MILF, Militant International Liberation Front. The immediate purpose of the Black Choppers, along with the entire MILF coalition, was to hunt down and kill the mercenary Taskmaster. They were led to believe that Taskmaster was secretly the org, the central hub and handler for every major criminal and terror group on the planet. Their largest strategic goal was to seize control of the org for themselves, thereby controlling the entire global criminal underworld, unaware that it was actually a shield front. The gang is comprised of anonymous alien bikers, who function as a single, cohesive unit rather than a team of distinct individuals. They are defined by their loyalty to their secret masters and their membership in the larger terrorist coalition, MILF. Their entire story revolves around their primary target, the mercenary Taskmaster, whom they relentlessly hunted under the false belief that he was the key to controlling all organized crime on Earth. Black Dahlias. The Black Dahlias began as a street-level vigilante girl gang with the stated mission of taking back the streets for women. They acted as self-proclaimed guardian angels, protecting young women by brutally, but non-lethally, beating up and humiliating local pimps and drug dealers. Their nature was radically altered when they became affiliated with the shadowy organization Shadow, which transformed them from a street gang into a team of professional superpowered assassins. The group's original purpose was noble in its own violent way, to protect the vulnerable women in their community. After making their deal with Shadow, however, their purpose was corrupted. They were hired to serve as a kill squad with the specific mission of hunting and assassinating the members of the Order, a government-sanctioned superhero team. To accomplish this, Shadow equipped them with powers and technology specifically designed to counter the Order's members. The gang is led by a woman known only as Cut. A key figure in their history is Mulholland Black, a former member who was once Cut's girlfriend before being kicked out of the group. The modern incarnation of the Black Dahlias operates as agents of the mysterious organization Shadow, and their primary targets are the heroes of the Order, such as the hero Calamity.